So a couple of updates to the garden. You can see the cabbage bed is completely empty. I harvested the last 3 cabbage yesterday, and then my lonely Brussels sprout plant in this bed. So today we are harvesting the Silverton potatoes. That is, you can see we already had a couple of bags that we harvested, but they are a russet style potato, and I planted them in mid-April, like April 14th. They did grow, they looked wonderful for a while, and then they've just recently died back. And except for this one, this guy is holding on. So he just grew, just popped out the other day. And so what we're doing is, I actually have my husband here, Dana. He's doing the work of dumping the bags. So we've been using these grow bags for 3 years. They're on their 3rd season, and we don't really have any issues with them in terms of holes or disintegration or anything. We just emptied out 2 of we had 1 pot and 1 grow bag, and we've gotten some pretty decent potatoes. I mean, they are not the largest potatoes, but I'm pretty happy with them. So we're going to dump this next bag and see what we get. We have seen a lot of worms. A lot. Oh yeah, like, so they are very happy, that's for sure. It's kind of like treasure hunting. So the Silverton potatoes are a good storage potato because they have that real nice thick russet skin. They'll be really good for frying, baking. Roasting is probably my family's favorite. Except for Dana. Dana does like mashed potatoes every now and again. Yeah. My daughter, not so much. She does not like mashed potatoes. It is certainly, oh, hold on. So what we're doing is, or actually I should say we, as in Dana, haha, is doing is he's mixing those leaves and the dirt together so they can really work on breaking down, enriching that soil that's in the bags that we're going to put back in the grow bags. And oh wow, there we go. I think we're good. So what we'll do is we'll put it back in the bags. I do have a patch of milkweed in my garden at the beginning, but I really keep it because of these. This guy right here, the monarch butterfly. So I'm very excited that I have one this year, but I seem to have more poisonous ones, unfortunately. Very excited about that. There we go. He's so pretty. And this particular caterpillar is called a milkweed tussock caterpillar. And he looks dangerous because he is. They actually can cause, they're poisonous to consume, so I can't even give them to my chickens. He's an active little guy. But they are very poisonous, can cause a severe rash, so you don't want to mess around with him. But he's pretty, though, I must say. I do have a couple of them on my milkweed. Here's another guy. Again, I'm not touching him because he's poisonous. No thank you. And then there's the monarch caterpillar. So I'm very excited about that. So I made a command decision it's not even August, and so happy that I got something to harvest, and they're not damaged, they're healthy looking, they'll dry up just fine. But we made the command decision to, let's come over here, we are going to go ahead and we replanted 3 in this particular container, and then a 4 in this container. Filled it back up with some dirt, and I'm gonna try and bury this little guy so he doesn't. But yep, we're going to regrow them because we can harvest these until fall, and I still have a pretty decent growing season. So the other thing I wanted to get to today was harvesting these onions. You can see that they have bulbed up nicely, and the way I know that I need to harvest them is you can see that each of these necks have kind of flopped over, and when I squeeze the necks, it's really soft. So that tells me that these onions need to come out of the ground. These are Walla Walla onions, and over there you will see right there, the ones that are straight up, those are Utah onions, and because they're still straight up, that means the neck is really strong and nutrients in that are getting to the leaves and building up that bulb still. So we're not going to touch those. We are going to harvest these guys. When you want to harvest, you want to make sure that the soil is dry. It's pretty hot today, and so you just give it a firm pull, and there you go. You should be able to shake it off real nice. That's a very decent onion. I am very happy about these onions. This is the first time that I have been successful at growing any kind of a bulb, which is kind of sad, but I guess in 5 years, this makes me happy. So I'm just going to continue to pull these. And after I get them out, I just kind of brush them a little bit just to get the bulk dirt off. Now what I don't want to do, I don't want to wash them because we want all these outer leaves to dry. So I'm going to put them in my basement. I'm going to leave this one. When I touch the neck here, it feels pretty solid. So I'm going to continue to get the rest of the ones that have the bent necks, and I'll get back to you in a minute. So I took most of the Walla Wallas. I think I have a few here. The necks just didn't feel really soft, so I figured, you know what, a couple of days are not going to make or break these either way. I'm just going to leave those and they'll be fine. This gives me a whole half a bed if I wanted to do maybe some lettuce or something like that, but I don't think I'm going to be doing a second succession of onions. There's just not enough time. It's already almost August 1st, just shy. I will have plenty of onions to go through, so let's go see. When you harvest your onions, you definitely do not want to wash them. So what I did as I pulled them out of the ground, I just kind of brushed off this dirt. Obviously there's still some left, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. It'll come off when the dirt is dry. Ideally, you would have an outdoor place that's away from the sun and a way that you can have some breeze over it, like with a fan or a natural wind. However, I don't have that. I don't have a barn or anywhere that's covered away from the sun, so I'm going to bring them in the house. Maybe, don't tell my husband, I'm going to bring them in the garage because these onions are onioning. That's all I'm going to say. They're pretty intense. What I find funny is that maybe about a month ago, I posted on a Facebook group just asking about the onion tops because I didn't know if I should trim them or not. While a few people were nice and answered saying, no, you don't have to, I got a lot more people telling me that I planted too close and that I needed to weed my onion bed. Okay, so I mean, I'm pretty happy with that, right? So yeah, sometimes you gotta love Facebook groups. Okay, yep, and there's the dog was lucky enough to get a floor potato and she's having fun eating it. So just wanted to give a little bit of a look at how we are storing my tiny little potato harvest and then my onions. So we just have this extra 5 level rack, but I'm not using the bottom one because I think my dog would probably steal one and thinking it was a ball, and she would probably regret her life choices. So what we're doing is just going to leave them here. I have a fan on them. Normally I have the lights shut off and I can pull the curtains. Ideally, you want to just allow the potatoes time to develop a tougher skin that helps them store longer. I don't think I'm really going to be storing them very long. Now the onions, you can see the skin here. You really want that to dry up, and then the onion tops as well. So that'll be a couple of weeks, and then I'll be able to trim off the roots, trim off the onion tops, and then store them. Now they are Walla Walla onions, so they're not going to store very long. So I do know that I plan to make some caramelized onions. Probably I could at least get till fall, hopefully, for these. And then I can make some caramelized onions and then freeze that. So we'll let these hang out here for a few weeks, but they're looking good. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.